and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get the alert whenever we go live. All right, and today's show it's about the Jamaican politics and about the behavior of some Jamaicans when it comes on to accepting truth and rejecting lies. And apparently, I did a research into that topic earlier today just to get a sense as to why some people, especially when it come on to the political scene, they start to accept statements and situations that are totally not true. Yes, not true. Why some persons tend to accept things that are not true. All right, and it is shocking to know that when I did the research today, I was shocking when I did the findings. And the question is, why some persons, especially those who are connected to political parties or situations, know that they are being lied to, but tend to believe that lie are those lies. And it is shocking. And it says the research stated that you're referring to a situation where someone knows that they're being lied to, but choose to believe the lies anyway. This phenomenon is called, can be attributed to various psychological factors such as cognitive dissonance. That's one, yes. And it's one that says that some people, some people might prefer to maintain a comfortable narrative or relationship, even if it is means accepting false information. And also, another one called emotional investment, which means that individuals may be emotionally invested in a particular outcome or relationship, leading them to overlook or downplay the truth. And you also have confirmed bias. Yes, confirmed bias, which means if the lie align with their pre-existing beliefs or biases, people might incline to accept it as true. Yes, it's called confirmed bias. Again, repeating, if the lie aligns with your pre-existing beliefs or biases, people might be more inclined to accept it as true, although it's a lie. And you have motivated reasoning. Yes, motivated reasoning. And some individuals might believe that lie because it serves their interests, needs, or desire. Yes, bud. So these are a few of the reasons we found out, especially when they come on to this political season, where a person tend to believe lies over truth and reality because the lie they believe, it serves their purpose. And it is really sickening or serious. I can recall some years ago, I had a friend at the time who was a college graduate, a trained teacher, educated person. And we were, I think it was some years ago when Otti was running, I think it was the World Championships, the Otti and Gail Divas battle in those years. I don't remember the exact year, but it was that era. And we're planning to go and watch the race on television. But while on the road now, the race was about to begin, so we stopped at a nearby bar to watch the event. Me and this guy know, as a fact, and repeat, we know as a fact that track and field don't judge by the head or the hand, as people I believe, is by the torso. But me and this person went together to coaching school and know this as a fact, right? A fact. Keep us saying fact. And then now, we were watching the race in the bar. And then now, remember Divas and Otti dip together at the line. And they gave the race to get Divas. And but it was convinced that Otti won the race. And they're biased and gave to get Divas. And then now, the crowds, when they show the slow motion, Otti's head was in front of Divas, but Divas' torso was ahead of Otti. And I said, no man, Otti lost the race. Look at the tape again. It's not the head, it's the torso. And they must say, we call torso, look at the race. Otti head in front, and Otti win. I was like, no. Track and field don't judge by head, it's judged by torso, from your neck to your waist. Torso. And the guy who beside me know that as a fact, because we both went to the same coaching school. And at the time now, Ed Barnes came on during the break. And Ed Barnes made a commentary and said that Ed Barnes did not say, to be fair to Ed Barnes, he did not say Divas won because of the head. Ed Barnes said he don't know what they're looking for, must be the head. And they see that? The man's ahead. The man's ahead. I was like, and the guy beside me now, he took the side of the person saying the wrong thing. And I was surprised and shocked. Because this man know the correct thing, the correct situation. That track and field is not judged by head, hands, and feet. It's by the torso, from your neck to the waist. That's what is the track and field judge. And surprisingly, he took the side of the person saying the wrong thing. The nasty went to that himself because through the majority, I said, head, go with the crowd. Although the crowd wrong, I'm going with the crowd. Me alone the right, The entire crowd saying the wrong thing. And me alone saying the right thing, it went to the crowd because the majority saying the wrong thing. So it was like, that gives me a kind of a wake-up call. That the crowd can be wrong. And you know that the crowd is wrong. So you went for the crowd because they are the majority, although they are wrong. So that gave me a wake-up call years ago. Although you were saying the correct thing, and the crowd is saying the wrong thing, somebody who know the correct thing took the side of the crowd that's saying the wrong thing. And I was like, yeah, that gave me a wake-up call to know how people mind. Because I was quite, how can you know the right thing? And because the crowd is saying the wrong thing, you went on the crowd side and also saying the wrong thing. The same way I'm seeing now in Jamaican politics. People just tell a lie. I mean, both parties tell lies on each other. And the people are now believing the lie without a bit of evidence and no research. The lie. And sometimes people create stories, as we say, for their own bias and comfort. I'll give that example that struck me odd yesterday. I was talking yesterday, I tell you the truth, I talked with both PNP, comrades, and also Labour rights. And get a balanced view as how they both see their party going forward at the polls when they call the due in September. And I was taken aback with this piece here. When I said to the comrades that, I said on this program earlier, that the People's National Party is the main reason why the JLP is in power. They asked me why, and I said simply because the PNP misappropriate their own campaign funding. And based on that now, lack of funding the campaign was inadequate, and that gave rise to the PNP being the JLP being in power. So technically, the JLP did not beat PNP in the elections. The PNP beat themselves. Them kind of tend to want to agree, and some say, I don't know some comrades now, and so look at it from a standpoint. If the PNP use that campaign money the way it should, the PNP would have won the elections in 2020. No, sorry, in 2016. And it's not something coming from the JLP now. It came from the PNP treasurer. And if you don't want to take my word, go look at the Observer online and look at the caption called PNP missing campaign funds, and you see all the details. That means that a propaganda. This is something a fact. All right. And then now, when I said it down to the comrades, they went on their phones, researching. They were like reading, like They were reading, and then now one comrade come up and say, "Wait, I find kind of shocking again." One comrade said to me that I should not make a big deal out of that because the PNP did not steal taxpayers' money. I was like, huh? I was like, no, repeat. I should not make a big deal out of that missing campaign funds because the PNP did not steal taxpayers' money. And that's making us as something odd again. Then I said to you now, comrades, you're the same comrades who are making a big issue saying that Dr. Minister of Health, Dr. Tufton, and Prime Minister Andrew Holness said they got donations from overseas entities for COVID-19, and they stole the money. And that money is also not taxpayers' money. So I'm asking you now, you made an issue of that some time ago, that Tufton and the Prime Minister stole the campaign money that came from overseas, not taxpayer, overseas. And that's an issue. They were like, different. So I'm saying to you though, is it okay for the PNP to steal money that is not taxpayers' money? And it's not okay for the JLP to do likewise? And then kind of stunned and say, 6-1 others there. We said, no, it's the same thing. You're accusing you don't know evidence and no basis. As comrades, you keep on saying that Andrew Holness and Andrew Holness and Tufton get millions of dollars for COVID and stole the money. And that's not taxpayers' money. And to you, that is a big thing. Although it's not taxpayers' money. But you as comrades make a big issue with no proof, no evidence, no basis, and saying that Andrew Holness and Tufton thief COVID money, which is not taxpayers' money. But now, when I said that the PNP lost elections because the comrades, is the 5 senior members were accused of misappropriating the campaign funds of that year. And to you, it's a non-issue because it's not taxpayers' money. Understand what I'm really saying? How can they can be right for the PNP and wrong for the JLP now? Tell me now. Am I wrong? And it's like, it is okay for the PNP to steal their own campaign funds because it's not taxpayers' money. But it's not okay, according to the comrades, for Andrew Holness and Tufton to misappropriate COVID money, which is also not taxpayers' money, but it came from overseas. So it's like, what's wrong with these people? How can the same crime be right for one and wrong for one? It is wrong for JLP, but right for PNP. And there are some comrades who die-hearted. And that forced me now to went and do this little research. as to why people say and believe and think the way or they think about believing lies. And that's that about believing lies. And it came back now to the same situation about lies. That people might prefer to maintain a comfortable narrative or relationship if it means accepting false information. This is called cognitive dissonance, right? So it's a kind of mental disorder. So I'm learning now, when person want to stick to a lie and believe in their political lie, you can't change them. You cannot change them. You have some persons now, even if Andrew Holness wrong, him right for them. If Mark Golden wrong, him right for them. I will lie them, I still them as lie, and they'll say, it's not lie. Because it's a mental disorder. Yeah, it's a kind of mental disorder. This is not normal. It is not normal for a political leader. The EOJ says the party lost the election. And its political leader going on national TV and saying this party won. It's a mental disorder. It's not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior. And it's something we need to address in this country very, very, very short to choose people who want to lead us. It's not a normal behavior. And to make it even worse now, you have persons out there now who are telling lies, but they do research and they found evidence. And up until this day, they're talking the same thing over and over, and they cannot put evidence forward. A typical example. All right. I'm going to go to kick down for Mark Golden. I'm going to put it out to some person who have his narratives. Kick down for Mark Golden.
Patrick Peter King, Comrade Julian Robinson, who are all candidates for the next general election. We go down a Hermitage, Father, Golden Father. I feel the love.
This is enough for Mark Golden.
Man, it's nice. I am so nice, man. People, Eastern St. Andrews where I born and grow.
Alright, hear them say? People now saying that Mark Gold was born in England, right? This is the opportunity for those who that believe now to produce evidence. And he was called he was born in Eastern St. Andrew. They didn't say he grew up there now. He was born there. This is Mark Gold talking himself. And I keep on saying that I will not entertain that Mark Gold born in England unless I see proof. Right now, Mark Gold give the opportunity to come with the proof. Same don't born here. Alright? This is Mark Golden again. Right? This is Mark Golden. Listen carefully.
Kingston, Comrade Swaybe.
Listen again.
And warriors, foot soldiers, supporters. Who they are discipline. Yeah, man, I feel the vibes. I feel the energy. I feel the love. Yeah, man, it's nice. I am so nice, man. People, Eastern St. Andrews where I born and grow.
Alright, yeah, man say Eastern St. Andrew is where I born and grow. So again, the person who said that he was born in England, come with the proof now and say prove him to be a liar. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to defend Mark Golden. I'm defending truth. So the person who say Mark Golden been born in England, come with the proof now and prove him to be a liar right now. Alright, shut up. Simple as that. Come with the proof now. The man just said he was born in Eastern St. Andrew. Her person to them have the proof, but they can't produce it. I mean, proof. I don't want no Photoshop document. Come with the proof now, or keep your mouth shut. Simple as that. I say, and I defend Mark Golden. Just come with the truth. Listen again. More. Listen more.
Born in that hospital right there, so
He was born that hospital, UC. So who have doubt, who have the proof, same don't man here, come with the proof now. Come with the proof now. That's all I'm asking. And again, I'm not defending Mark Golding, but all I'm saying, come with the proof now and prove him to be a liar. That's all I'm saying. Not defend him. Just come with the proof. If you can't come with the proof, shut up. Simple. The man saying born at UC, in born Eastern St. Andrew, come with the proof to prove otherwise. Alright?
University Hospital. The road to that hospital named after my father, Golden Avenue. Yeah, man. Carried down to the Sir John Golden Rehab Center. The school beside that center is where Dolian went to school and Michael Phillips too. Hope Valley Experimental School. College Common was where I grew up. Number 9 College Common.
Alright. You say him grew up at number 9 College Common. Alright? He said he was born at UC, Eastern St. Andrew, grew up at number 9 College Common. And again, I'm saying, the persons who are saying that he don't born here, come with the proof. No. No, no, no. And prove him to be a liar. That's all I'm saying. It's not politics. It's about truth. It's not about PMP and JLP now. About like I hit Mark Golding. It's about the truth. If you want to bash Mark Golding, bash him with facts, not with propaganda. That's all I'm saying. Come with the truth now. If you want me to say, he might tell lie, give me the proof. Simple. Give me the proof. That's why they're going to tell lie. But I can't say I tell lie unless I have the proof. Same don't ban here. Simple as that. Come with the evidence now. The man said same ban at Jamaica, come with evidence and same don't ban here. Simple as that. It don't make no sense. That's why I'm ban England. You can't prove it. It don't make no sense. It just sound like propaganda to me. I heard a person say that they have the proof. But they are yet to make the proof from public. The man saying ban here. Those who have the proof, just show the proof and make me say why the man tell lie. That's all we're asking. I'm not here to defend Mark Golding. So don't bother with that. That's why I'm not defending. No, I'm not here to defend Mark Golding. And so start calling me comrade and start calling me riser. No bother with that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because some people also call me labor right. Because I'm defending Andrew Winston in the past. No, I'm defending this issue with Mark Golding. Not defending Mark Golding. All I'm asking the person who said have the proof, come with the proof. That's all I'm asking. Come with the proof. Or else keep on the mouth shut. Say Mark Golding born in England. The man just say man Jamaica. So those who have the proof, produce the proof. That's all I'm asking. Alright, just shut them out. Simple.
Eastern St. Andrew has been good to me because it gave him an empress. Yeah, man.
That part is a different story. I want to touch up. That's a different story. That's a different story. That's a different story with the Empress. And I touch that part. That's a different story. With the Empress, right? That's a different story. But the part I'm interested in are the persons who said that they have the proof that Mark Golding don't born here. It's time to make the proof public and flap Mark Golding. That's all I'm saying. Flap him. If you can't, in my view, a liar tell. Simple. A liar tell. Because the man with the perfect chance now to flap himself. The man said it again. He born in Jamaica. Right? The man just saying born in Jamaica. Alright?
Father, Golden Avenue. It's on the platform.
Alright? I'm going to play it again. I'm waiting for the proof I'm doing born here.
For this great constituency of Eastern St. Andrew, Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Big up Comrade Patrick Peter King, Comrade Julian Robinson, who are all candidates for the next general election. Big up Sister Bev, Beverly Mandy Duncan, stalwart to the movement. All distinguished comrades, the mayor of Kingston, Comet Swaby. Workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters, who they are disciplined.
And please tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong to say the person who said that him don't born here to produce the evidence. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because the man just said him born a Huey. The man just said it a while ago. This is now we call AI. It is Mark Bolin speaking. The man saying born, him didn't say grow up at Jamaica, saying born at the hospital up the road. He's currently in Papine Square. So why don't show his birth certificate? Why he is afraid to show is him never registered something is not right. I take your point. I take your point on that. I take your point on that. He must show it, yes. But what I'm saying now, you have persons now online who are saying that they have the proof that it was born in England. And up until this day, they cannot show that proof. If somebody can show the proof you're born in England, that will never flap him. Don't talk about proof you can't show it. To me, it don't make no sense. If you have the proof saying born in England, show it. And flap him. That's all I'm saying. Flap him big time. You can flap big time if you have the proof. You talk about proof, you can't show the proof. If Mark Golden saying born at Huey Hospital and persons have documents that was born in England, produce it. And then we can say the man a liar. But we can't say lie based on hearsay. Because I hear people say him born in England. Me can't say true. Because I hear people saying that. But me can't prove say it's true. But by his own admission, he said he was born in Jamaica. And the persons who are parading this thing about him born in England, them happen to know those here have bitter evidence with that issue.
Yeah, man, I feel the vibes. Feel the energy. I feel the love. Yeah, man, it's nice. I am so nice, man. People, Eastern St. Andrews where I born and grow.
Alright, the man said that. Eastern St. Andrew is where I born and grow. The man said that out of their own mouth. They saying grow up here. He born and grow in Eastern St. Andrew. And again, so like I'm repeating myself, the persons who have the evidence that he was born in England and have the evidence, the time is now to produce it and flap the man. That's all I'm saying. Flap him then. Flap him, flap him. Why darkness must come to light. Yeah, it's true. that is so true. Why that was is that true? Is it? If me have proof say him born in England, I show it right now. I say no, you lie. Trust me, I show it. When I say, see here, no, you lie. You don't born here. But I show it. I say, you're lying. I would do it. But I don't have the evidence. I don't have the evidence. Same don't born. I don't have it. Same don't born here. If I had that proof, I would say this. But who have the proof now? Say they have the proof. Them can't show it. So why? That's the question. Why those other proof can't show it? That's the question now. That's my point, you know. The person who say have the proof, yet to show the proof. Same don't born here. That's why I don't believe that always am born in England until I see the proof. This is the right church child to flap Mark Golding with that place of birth issue. But nobody is coming with it. They're talking, but there's no proof. Same don't born in Jamaica. Until I see the evidence, I will not say he don't born here. Until I can prove otherwise. And again, I'm not on PMP in a GLP payroll. I'm not defending Mark Golding. I just want to see the truth about his place of birth. Now going to jump on a bandwagon saying born in England without the proof. That's all I'm saying. And those who have the proof produce it now are shut up. I don't think that's that. No go run. No go run talk.
I'm born in that hospital right there, so University Hospital.
That man say, I'm born at Huey Hospital. Right? So why they can come now with evidence and flap him? Why? Why? That's my question to those who claim to have the evidence. It's time now to flap him. Or that wait until election date announced. If that is the real, that's it, within that time, you may have a point. If election date announced, election come and gone, and it don't produce, it will be a nonsensical argument right now.
The road to that hospital named after my father, Golden Avenue. Yeah, man. Carried out to the Sir John Golden Rehab Center. The school beside that center is where Dolian went to school and Michael Phillips too. Hope Valley Experimental School.
But he has to prove that he was born here. He not. Well, honestly, it's either either. Mark Golden said he born in Jamaica, right? He said that. To me, it's the persons who came to have the proof to come forward and say, don't born here. If Mark Golden can produce his Jamaican birth certificate, it would embarrass who say he didn't born here. That would flap them big time. If you were to produce a legal Jamaican birth certificate, that flap those who say him don't born here. And the biggest flap now, the persons who say him don't born here and say they have proof, have a chance to flap him and don't want to flap him. Why? Do they really have the proof? I just mouth talk. Well, Mark Golden saying born here. I say he's saying born in Jamaica. You. And I heard person they have the proof, but yet to produce it. And that is my problem. The man keep on saying born here, and you keep on saying don't born here. You have proof and I show the proof. Why? It don't make any sense.
College Common was where I grew up. Number 9 College Common.
Alright, and again, I was repeating, in group number 9 College Common. And again, repeating, I'm not defending Mark Golden, right? That's why the truth. If he's born in Jamaica and born in England, those who have the proof saying born in England, produce it, or keep on the mouth shut. Just simple as that. The proof are shut up. Either.
Eastern St. Andrew has been good to me because it gave me my empress. Yeah, man. My sweet Sandra, you know. And I want to tell you, today was a wonderful tour of the constituency. We didn't get to go to every part of the constituency, but we went to a lot of places. Starting Jarrett Lane, up to Chambers Lane, round a Standpipe. We go down a Hermitage, round Angola, into Augustown, come up to Mona Common, and here we are in Papine Square. And I want to pick up all of my brethren them I usually play ball with on the field, which is now the football academy. It's I build that field. Yeah, man, right down beside the Preston Hall and Nettleford Hall right there, so. Yeah, man. It was a spear bush. And we buy some stone rake and spend months preparing that field, and we used to play ball. For 2 decades, we play ball there every weekend. Man from Augustown, man from Hermitage, man from Marlborough. And I fuck up a couple of them today still. In them green shirts in Hermitage. And I say, wait, are you that? And they mock me up same way. And they say, you don't know, we have to make the money. I say, yeah, man, nothing wrong, make your money here.
At least see it, yes, you know, some of them know from youth days in a green shirt. So it show that I had some roots or some growth in Papine Augustown area. He's showing that right now. And yet still and wait and the proof for those who can prove otherwise that he was born and grew up in England. You know, I'm not unless McGon is telling a blatant lie here on the platform. But I'm waiting on others now who don't believe this argument to come with the evidence. And then I can say, yes, it is telling pure lie. But if not with no evidence, I can't call him a liar without evidence. Because right here we don't spread propaganda on this channel. We talk truth.
Anyway, people, it's good to be here. God knows. And you know, everywhere I go across Jamaica, the people show me a whole heap of love. They're happy to see me. And you know, after nearly 10 years of this government, I think one of the biggest things is their sense of disappointment in this government. Disappointment in Andrew as a man who promised so much and delivered so little. And they want a government. They want politicians who don't just promise things to win favor, to get people to vote. They want people who promise things because they intend to deliver on their promises. And they can be relied on because those promises just didn't come out of a hat to sound good and try and attract votes. But those promises were based on a plan to uplift the country, a plan to develop the nation.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I remember, I give an example about me now. I remember when I was in KC. One year I was in KC in third farm. And one day I saw the VP, her name is Miss Douglas. Now I forget Miss Douglas. 1980. Was in third farm at KC. And she run come to class. When you got the Thompson? And I said, me miss, stand up please. Stand up. How old are you? I said 15. You're lying. I've been told that you're 18. And they give you're on fraud documents and blah blah blah. And she sent me home for birth certificate. Send me home my birth certificate. I came home, got it, give it to her. Response was, oh, you're really 15. But I was being told that you're here illegal at KC and you're actually 18 and not 15. So I went for my birth paper and proved her wrong and end of the discussion. So if Mark Goldacre can produce his Jamaican legal birth certificate, it may put an end to the whole issue. And again, and though I said it again, so I'm repeating myself, those who have proof, produce it.
And that is what the People's National Party is seeking to do. So I'm not running around giving everybody a whole bag of promises. I'm telling you what our plans are. Our plans are to uplift Jamaica by focusing on the real challenges facing the people. And you've heard some of them tonight. I don't want to rehearse them and go over them in detail again. But in education, we have the First in Family Scholarship Program. If you are the first person in your household to have qualified to go to a tertiary institution, a university or a college, and you're the first person in your family to do that, you get a full scholarship under the People's National Party.
Well, David Crawford had that idea for the PNP some years ago. And it was well received in the in Israel St. Andrew. He was there as MP some years ago, along with his good idea.
And we are going to ensure that every child who goes to school, primary and secondary, and is in need, will get a free nutritious meal every day at school. And for rural families who are struggling with the cost of transportation, 20,000 families we started with, we have the right program. So taximan and busman will get the subsidy so the children don't have to bear the full fare and the families can afford to send their children to school. We're not bringing out for a whole bus so I never drive on a hill yet. What the schools can't afford to maintain. We're going to empower the taxi man and the bus man them in the same way that we're going to empower the farmers to deliver the food that we're going to feed the children. Good, nutritious Jamaican food.
That's a good idea. But the question is, how will it be funded and the cost for this program? That's the question. How will it be funded? That's the question. But sounds good.
We have a great plan for housing. We've been after the last 10 years, the government has performed so badly when it comes to affordable housing for the people. There's been a hot construction boom, but it's for people who have money, people who done set already. What about the people who can't afford a house and want a house? What about them? Well, the People's National Party cares about you. That is what we are here for, to deliver solutions to make your lives better. And we plan to build 50,000 houses over the first 5 years. We're identifying the land already. And we're going to make those lands available for development. And we're not going to charge the value of the land in the price of the house. So you're going to get a more affordable house. So when you buy, but the day you buy that house, you'll be a richer person because you own the land that is part of that house and you won't have to pay for it.
Wow. So you buy the house and the land is free. Wow. Sounds good. You buy the house and get the land free. Sounds good.
And if you're a young Jamaican struggling to buy a house because you don't know how you're going to afford the deposit, if you've been in the NHT for 2 years, we are going to establish a fund within the NHT that will provide you with free grant. You don't have to pay it back, $500,000 to cover your deposit so you can step up in life and own your own home. And we have the rent to own plan.
This one is a problem. The rent to own is a big problem. I listen first and then I tell you why. Listen first and then I say to you why it's a problem.
The rent to own plan is this: if you can't prove your income because you don't get a formal pay slip, you might be hustling for yourself. You might have your little business. Or you might be working for somebody, but they're not a big employer. They don't have no big accounting department for generating a pay slip. So you can't show your income. We will say, hey, you can go into the house, the NHT house that we're building, as a tenant. And if you can show that you're through making the monthly payments equivalent to the mortgage, after a short period of time, we're thinking of 6 months, we'll say, yeah, that proves your income. You don't need a pay slip. You can get the mortgage and you can step up from being a tenant to being an owner.
All right, look at this one now. It's a wrong move. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to prove your source of income. That's a problem. Why? Suppose I'm a scammer or somebody who do illicit illegal activities, and I rent a house. Say for instance, I am paying say $25,000 a month. I can say, boy, I work at this wholesale, and the man pay me 20,000 a week, and from that per week I can save and pay a rent of $25,000 per month. But the reality is that I scam people and I rob people. So I just go down and say, why, alright, and I just pay the rent consistently, on time, being a wrongdoer, and now I can qualify to become a household, a home owner as a wrongdoer. Because I don't have to prove my source of income. That to me is a problem. That means scammers and criminals can become home owners by telling lie that they earn their money legitimately while the money is being earned illegally. And that to me is a problem with this program. I think the NHT didn't like it from 2017. But that to me is not a good idea. So me can rob people and I rob money and pay my rent 6 months consistently and get a house as somebody who earn money or earn money illegal. Because them say you don't have to prove your source of income. And that is a problem. With that program, that's a problem. If you are working for somebody, like say, in the informal sector then. So for instance, you're friend of a local wholesale. You want to go work and him give you money. At least, they didn't give you a letter and say, boy, you're working the farm for him for 2 or 3 years, you're paid X amount per week and rare. So you can verify that you're earning the money lawfully. It's idea about don't have to prove your income. So, Mr. Wallace, look at this one. Sorry, Mr. Mark Golden, look at that one again, seriously. Check out that idea. Don't make any sense to me at all. Check it out.
That will provide you with free grant. You don't have to pay it back. $500,000 to cover your deposit so you can step up in life and own your own home. And we have the rent to own plan.
Yeah, again, the rent to own plan. Let's go with it all over. Let's listen again.
The rent to own plan is this: if you can't prove your income.
That's a key, that's a point or issue. If you can't prove your income, that's a big problem. If you can't prove your income, anybody can tell a lie and get a house then of the criminal. That's a problem. That is a problem, Mr. Golden.
Because
that's
you
a
don't
problem.
get a formal pay slip. You might be hustling for yourself. You might have your little business. Or you might be working for somebody, but they're not a big employer. They don't have no big accounting department for generating a pay slip. So you can't show your income. We will say, hey, you can go into the house, the NHT house that we're building, as a tenant. And if you can show that you're through making the monthly payments equivalent to the mortgage, after a short period of time, we're thinking of 6 months, we'll say, yeah, that proves your income. You don't need a pay slip. You can get the mortgage and you can step up from being a tenant to being an owner. And for all those people who live on government land and have lived on government land for long periods of time, we're going to ensure that you get the right to acquire that land and become an owner with a title of that land. And we're going to do it on reasonable terms. So we want to empower the Jamaican people. So many of our people for centuries have been denied their rights and denied the fruits of this country.
That's anyway, Mr. Mark Golden. Because I can tell you, there's a place in Maho Drive, called it's called Niggers Lane, and we call it Roots Meadows, Niggers Lane. The person was there on that land illegally for years, and they faced eviction some years ago. And I remember they came to Roots FM seeking our assistance to intervene because they said they've been there for years and they were facing eviction. And then now, a program came into being where those persons who were facing eviction became legal landowners at Niggers Lane. That's not a new idea. It's happening already, Mr. Mark Golden. Check out in Dr. Burke constituency. It borders Dr. Burke and PM constituency. A place called, it's off Maho Drive. It's called Niggers Lane. Right near and keep whopping stories on Maho Drive. That's here. People were there squatting for years. And now, there are no legal landowners in that part, in that community. So that's a new idea, Mr. Mark Golden. We're going on already in Dr. Burke constituency. So, not anything new.
The next People's National Party wants to oversee the biggest transfer of wealth from the state to the people. And that is why we're going to have a very progressive land policy.
Wow. You've been accused of the biggest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. Finsack. This is a reverse. Wow. Alright, so we continue our live broadcast here. And we touch politics. So no, we don't take second on this program. We just talk truth. Alright, and you have some persons who say that their lives are at risk because of utterance by politicians, especially Ian Hales, a young lady. She said she acquired her jobs by herself, not through political affiliation, but she been accused by acquiring through politics. This is her. Or is it? This is her. Yeah.
As a pose of her positive. The road in a manga all. Drive over on my place of business. Video the tongues that are on our compound. Video the car wash, video the house, everything. And I ask JLP how we get them. No, how we get them. How them reach there. You ask JLP how the tongue them reach there, so. No, if you look clear from the tongue, then you see Jim and Kelly right, funny. Jim is my baby father and I am Kelly. You see Jim and Kelly, you never see JLP right, funny. So all you mean to tell me is say, the member of parliament must tell you how we get through with Jum. Now what kind of chaos this now you carry up now? What kind of propaganda you spread? My phone ring off from my...
Wow, she said she acquired these tanks not because of any political affiliation, but she been accused of getting those tanks through politics, and it putting her well-being in jeopardy. And she don't want, because of politics, they're affecting her life and her business. All right, so she just want to keep to stay clear of all those things. All right, and I heard an argument today about the Andrew Hollis plan to end the parliament early because they want to avoid the tabling of the bill to include the 8 accused of illicit enrichment. All right, listen, yeah, I find that kind of. Let's go to that right now.
Question. I noticed that Parliament was scheduled to end on July 2nd. And suddenly now everything rush up and Parliament is ending on the 24th of June. You see, the Integrity Commission report, which disclosed that 8 of them were under investigation for illicit enrichment under the law, must be tabled by the 30th of June. What are they hiding from? Why are they locking down the parliament before the 30th of June when they had planned for the 2nd of July? What can go so?
All right, I'm going to dig it. I was trying to find something on this, but I didn't find anything additional to add to this one. But you hear there that they're accusing the government of locking down parliament early because they want to avoid the tabling of the report about the illicit 8, which apparently are all GLP members, and the names are still not disclosed. So they're saying that to avoid that disclosure, the government is closing parliament early against the July 2nd date. But when I check it out, parliament will close on September 15. So, as I say, I'm going to check into this some more and see what else can I find about this issue. Because if the JLP is trying to hide, trying to avoid the tabling of the report, well, that's a serious accusation here by the PNP. And also, the PNP is prospecting West Attorney Hanover, that's Heather Miller, is calling those who defect to the JLP baggage. Here is her. Calling baggage.
We know code, we strong, we hear the some people switch, but we no care baggage with we, cause they switch and them are going like this, comrades. Comrades, me know me have no, me have me party worker them, me have me man them, and me ready for them, so comrade workers, comrade warriors, I have some nights so we are going to give them a picture, comrades be ready.
Yeah, but that was the PNP's prospect in West Hanover, that Heather Miller, calling those who switch from PNP to JLP baggage. Also, Mark Godel also weighed in on those who switch allegiance from PNP to JLP.
Thanks for coming up. Yeah, man. So, comrades, the way I see the switching thing, we better have. When who not really belong with we, go with them for go. Yeah, man, make the thing clearer. We don't like when people amongst we, and them not ready for we. So if you're not for we, that's the way you feel comfortable. We're all right, man, because we're marching on to progress. Blood and fire, comrades.
Right, blood and fire, comrades. Well, what that means is another issue. All right, and also Marlon Morgan, yeah, man, waiting in a kind of political comedy style, welcoming those who want to join the Jamaica Labour Party.
And they put in her to politics, and they put in her well-being in jeopardy. And you know, one because of politics, the affect life and her business. Take it to the liberals. More and more, with each passing day, with each passing week, with each passing month, more and more people.
Sorry about that speed here. Are you
There's
ready?
a mass exodus going on from the PNP to the JLP. Take it to the liberals. More and more, with each passing day, with each passing week, with each passing month, more and more people who had previously lent their support to the PNP, who were previously members of the PNP, are seeing the light, are seeing the performance and the results before their eyes, and are coming over to join the JLP Laborites. More and more of them are coming over. You will recall, Laborites, that some years ago, we welcomed into the Labour Party fold Gary Douglas. We welcomed a couple years ago Benisha Phillips. We welcomed a couple years ago Ian Miles and Garfield James. And Garfield James has since gone on to be our standard bearer over in the great Westmoreland Western constituency. We welcome all of those new converts, Laborites, to the JLP. In more recent days and weeks, we note that the PNP's former caretaker in central Kingston is amenable to the JLP. Lawrence Rowe is essentially supportive of us. One of the PNP's most vociferous and strident bloggers and vloggers some years ago, Natalie Stack of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. She is now supportive of Andronis and the JLP. Craig Oates over in Hanover Eastern has since come over to the JLP. Ken Kalami, of course, is the former PNP caretaker. Yes, in the Caldwell division of the Eastern Hanover constituency. He has since come over and has seen the light. In more recent days, Christopher French of the Alexandra division for the PNP in Southwest St. Anne has seen the light and has come over to the JLP. And Laborites, we are Jamaica's party. We are a welcoming, hospitable, and loving set of people. And so we have room under this great tent of ours, under this great umbrella called the Jamaica Labour Party for all of Jamaica Laborites. So whether they are former PNP, whether a man is no P at all, whether a man is a disgruntled PNP, yes, or a disgruntled NDM or former NDM, whatever they are, we welcome all Jamaicans to join the prosperity train and get on board because we are transforming Jamaica Laborites. And Laborites, in demonstrating and exhibiting that we are a warm and welcoming people, we need to remind ourselves of what we would have sung in devotion when we were going to school.
Yeah, man, that was Marlon Morgan there, giving you a list of the PNP persons and bloggers who switched from the PNP to now become members of the Jamaica Labour Party. Wow, it's a long list there provided there by Marlon Morgan. All right, and we continue here inside the program here on WDT Media TV here, and we still can't say it too often as to why some persons, some persons tend to believe lies. Wow. believe lies. And we said to you that it's more of a mental issue than anything else. Some may argue.
So people, these are some of the things that we have been penetrating. And these are things that we intend to do for the people. And when you look at other aspects of it, beaches, we want to ensure that the people in the country can have access to the beautiful beaches of the country. And we're going to work out how we do that. Work with the hotel sector. We don't want to disrupt the health sector, the tourism industry. No, we're going to partner with them. But the people must come first, and the people must have access to beaches in this country. It happens in every other Caribbean country. Why it can't happen in Jamaica? We're not good enough to our own beaches. No, nothing of us up. So, comrades, these are some of the things we want to do. I've always been a believer in social transformation. That's why I asked Patricia to shadow it, because she's a believer in it also. She's also a believer in it. When I was Minister of Justice, I said, Lord have mercy. Look how much youth face pressure from the police for a little draw weed or a spliff. And I said, no, we're going to decriminalize personal use of ganja. So
Yes, we did that. It's a good move by Mr. Golden. And again, as we look at issue again as to why persons tend to believe lies, we went through a whole stuff thing earlier. When they come on to emotional comfort, we went through a thing called self-deception. Yeah. Why persons know that you tell them a lie and they believe the lie. One is called this behavior can be observed in various contexts, including personal relationship, politics, social or interactions. If you would like to explore this topic further, yes, let's go now. And say for emotional comfort, that means lies can provide a sense of comfort or security or reassurance, even if they are not true. So it's a kind of a mental issue why some persons know that they are being told lies, but believe. It's a mental issue. Next one is called self-deception. Individuals might convince themselves that the lie is true to avoid cognitive dissonance or uncomfortable truths. That's true in politics. And again, social benefits. Believing lies can help people fit into a group, maintain relationships, or avoid social conflict when they believe lies. You have like personal gain. Some individuals might benefit from believing lies, such as gaining advantage, avoiding consequences, or achieving a desired outcome. These are what be happening now on the political scene. Both parties just tell lies and that people believe in them. Right? I say both sides, both PNP and GLP. And also now you have lack of critical thinking. This is the main thing, lack of critical thinking. Without critical thinking skills, people might not effectively evaluate information, leading them to accept lies as truth. This played out in all Jamaica politics every single day. A party come on the platform and tell lie and just believe it. Because you don't think. So it's called lack of critical thinking. And again, you have trust and credibility. If a person tell the lie, is a trusted or perceived as credible, individuals might be more likely to believe them, even if the information is false. And the politicians know this. Use it to your advantage to keep on lying to the people when that they are that gullible to believe. And again, the key thing happening in Jamaica in a city, the fear of intimidation. In some cases, people might believe lies due to fear of consequences, retaliation, or social exclusion. This happens mostly in ghetto in Jamaica, where if you from a certain ghetto in Jamaica and you like a certain party, but that ghetto community is aligned to the opposing party, you have to act like you're a part of the party. I remember in Jamaica, I was covering the opening of Parliament in Jamaica. And I remember I went over to the interview with Mr. Simpson Miller over to the PNP crowd and go down to interview now. I think it was Bruce Golding over the JLP part. And I saw some persons who I know are comrades. But they saw me, they began to hide because they didn't want to be on camera. I said, no, if recording the camera, it was like a recorder at the time. Wait, I can't find it. It was this time, this radio. I like a recorder, the interviews. It wasn't any camera. And the person began to hide. I'm like, why hiding? This is a recorder. It don't take pictures. It don't take pictures. Record that camera, recorder. And I asked why. They say the person told me that they are PNP. But because they sell in the market, downtown Kingston, West Kingston market, Coronation market, they have to act like they are GLP. Because they fear of retaliation. Because they say if the person don't know that they are PNP, it could be bad on them. So they have to go to GLP functions and pretend to be GLP. Although they are PNP. So when they're over by the GLP part now, they didn't want to be there. But based on the fear of retaliation, they have to be there. So we can understand that part because we can understand that part. Because remember, that's what in the community. One lady vote against the part that the community said she must vote for. And she was threatened that it will burn down her house. And one phone call from her done, her house was spared. Because she did not vote for the party that was a stronghold for the community. She voted against that party. So we talk about fear. I can understand the talk about fear of consequence. I can understand that part. The fear of confidence. But when the part I know about social deception, where individuals might convince themselves that the lie is true to avoid cognitive dissonance or uncomfortable truth. This is serious. And emotional comfort. This is a mental part now where lies can provide a sense of comfort or security or reassurance if they are not true. And the politicians know this. And they use it to their advantage. But at the pulpit, and just tell lie after lie after lie after lie because the people some are so gullible. And when you hold your leader to a kind of esteem to him can't lie to you. Or she can't lie to you. Because you're held to a high esteem. That's Jamaican politics for you there. And politics globally. So that's how it works sometime in this case. The person has been lied to, know that they've been lied to, and believe the lies. I've seen some of the propaganda again, I say to you again, why is it that, repeat this part now, why is it that the person was saying that I'm Mark Bowling don't ball in Jamaica? Why don't come forward and with evidence? Why don't come with the evidence? And not stop saying it over and over. Because if you keep on telling the one lie, people start to be, it's a popular concept in Jamaica, or maybe worldwide, that if you tell the lie over and over, people start to believe. So if you say you have evidence that Mark Bowling don't born here, it don't show it, but keep on saying it, people start to believe. Say it's true. Say don't born here. Which, don't fool me. And to be clear, I'm not saying he don't born in Jamaica or England. All I'm saying, if you want me to say he don't born here, send me the proof. Because I'm not going to believe a word saying don't born here without the proof. Without the proof. I think we have a caller here. Do we have a caller? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, war lady, good afternoon.
Yes, good. Yes, good afternoon. You know, I sit here listening you. And for some reason, not willing to have to come and prove to us, show us something. But everything in my belly tell me that my gold in the barn.
Well, I can understand your belief because this have been saying so often, so you tend to want to believe it. No, say it's true.
So what is wrong with him? Just it's not me alone, or I see where somebody else is talking about. It's not us alone. So what is wrong with you? What wrong in it? You come up and say, look here, we can't take this no longer. The people have been trying out and said, look here, because all me lie and tell them so much lie, and they find out. Make me show them this, right? Make me prove to them. Say, look here, see here, me born here. What hard in that?
No, I don't.
See when he come back and he talk about Chris there in our whatever, and it might just not matching.
Yeah, but again, I say about this Mark in place of birth, you know. I remember Mark keep on saying he was born in Jamaica, but you were hospital. They keep on saying that. What I'm saying, if you want to flap Mark Golden, that's why he's a big liar. And persons online say they have the evidence. And they keep on saying don't born here, but fail to produce the evidence. That's my point now. Same don't born here is one, but prove it to me is another thing. They keep on saying same don't born here and you have evidence. I don't I'm not coming forward with the evidence. What is saying starting then?
Well, I don't really have any evidence, but my instinct tell me that look here, and it's a time so because it tells so much lie and we find them out.
Understand about the same thing about a lie.
It's just a pathological liar.
We know that as a fact, same tell a lot of untruth. Those are fact.
It is a dry liar.
And people are using this now to say why the man don't born here. People now tend to believe it without proof.
He don't born here.
Well,
And
honestly,
I'm wondering if
I think about because truth is being said so often, and the man say when things keep on repeat, people tend to want to believe.
in a banner, prove to me same banner. Everybody else can come up with their birth certificate. Come up with it. All right. So Lawrence, see watch Lawrence Rowe come out and Lawrence Rowe got come out of the belly of the beast. Lawrence Rowe coming out of the belly of the beast. I hear Lawrence Rowe they lick out about no banner. Come prove it to me because somebody come out of the belly of the beast say you're no banner.
Wait, let me tell you. I heard Conrad saying that him don't ban here. I heard that. And
a lot of them said
yeah, I heard that, but I'm keep on saying to convince me that it's true, send me the evidence.
And him are the one who say he want to run to Prime Minister. Show we saying ban here.
And
so much people can around you and say, okay, you don't ban you what you feel like?
No, what
if it was the other way around, where the Andrew and they seem to have to come up with proof.
What I'm saying, look at this from this angle now. If the GLP did have evidence that Mark Golden didn't born in Jamaica, that would be a big talk on the political platform. Mark would have to step down and there'd be a big talk on the platform.
Well, you don't even know yet because you're here. We sure me here GLP member over there that say, look here, you're not born here and come with the evidence, show up your birth certificate. No,
I said them said it. But the reason why it's not a platform topic because the GLP have no evidence that him don't born here. It's a popular talk. But nobody about it this day but this is the evidence him don't born here. Nobody does that know. People will talk, them have evidence, but they don't show it.
But on a serious note, I see when Obama was running to president of America, and Donald Trump get up and say, and he have to come up and say, look here, yes.
Yes, he did that. I remember that.
So let me ask you something. So who is Mark Golden where him can come up and show? We say yes.
I think Obama was born in Hawaii, which is a American territory. So it's legal. Yes. It's legal. And the next thing, and that's the thing with I think the person are using this thing him don't ban because I know some are going to tell too much lie. That no become no like what it's part of lie too.
You know, in lie brutal in a way that's right now. Sometimes I wonder and say, what if Mark Golden should be the Prime Minister of Jamaica? And war broke up between we and England. Because Mark Golden would have jumped off left way and gone no business with nothing at all. Because listen, at one time, Mr. Mark Golden, I think it was some independent something. And Mark Golden turn up under the flag and fall in and hold down his head. Shame to look up on the flag.
Well,
if I did the Union Jack in the look up on it. So him not show no respect for Jamaica, him nothing at all. As long as it's Jamaica. Anything at all. Me see the reggae boys and England are playing Mark Golden wear England colour. They go cheer for England.
Well, Mark Golden still have his British citizenship. He has that.
Of course he have it.
But
the
issue about his place of birth is the contention. As I keep on saying, and as I keep on saying, so like I repeated myself, the person who have the proof, same don't born here, provide the proof or shut up.
The man lying away that's him say he renouncing British citizenship. And he say he renouncing citizenship in carry go show in a dark.
That's a different story. Yeah, that's a story where we straight up on a program and that can easily reinstate. That can easily reinstate if the needs arise. Based on English now.
But we are still calling and saying, all right, then show us it because we didn't see it. You're going in a dark. You're going in a dark room, go say, yeah, show it. Mm-hmm. So we want to see if it's true. And in camp, and the man is so light, that's everything come, all right. You know, no wonder if Margolin listening himself, or whoever they around him, not talk to him. When we hear Margolin on the platform last night, I talk about all beaches and whatever. When Margolin with them, we stay for anything at all with beach, because at them buy up the whole of the beach run, lock out people. So we really not understand him. I wonder if he might listen himself, or who they around him, they write them something, they give him to go, they go chat. Mr. Margolin in the platform say in the jumbo blood and fire, not even 5 minutes in the blow like land turkey. Mm-hmm. The man needs to go exercise and go about himself, man. And in the in the chop up him mouth like we have China son. You don't even hear no sense of when they chop up him mouth like we have in a son to talk about.
Well, I don't know, but something wrong with our people and the consciousness. Because I said earlier, this thing about Mark Golden born in England. To me, if Mark Golden born in England and the Jamaica Labour Party have the evidence, and he'll be forced to resign as JLP leader, because over there he'll be lying to the country. But again,
you want me to tell you something?
But again,
yes.
People are saying that he don't born here, but nobody is able to produce the proof that he don't born here. That's my contention. Just come with the proof of flapping. That's all. Flapping.
You know what is my biggest contention, and me really think them need to answer. Them need to say something to us, because how on earth Mark Golden as a British citizen did have a passport with a British visa in it. And
again too, if Mark Golden acquire a Jamaican passport illegal, that's a crime.
You understand?
And again, nobody can prove that he acquired the passport illegal. So again, it's his speculation. And again, we cannot say that the passport is illegal unless we can prove it. Kind of speculation or propaganda. We need evidence. We don't want to spread lies and propaganda. We want the evidence. Well, yeah, this man is a liar. Him don't born here. We need evidence.
Them see one sit down and chat say at Jamaica this and anything you can't get anything done, and every day prove more and more.
We heard that. But that still don't prove them don't born here. That's still talk. I would say, and what I find shocking, Mark will now give person the opportunity to flap him. When him come out and say, him said today at the conference in Papine. But nobody.
You said it again?
Yes. Yeah, at the Papine Square conference.
Yesterday? Last night?
Yes.
Him saying born here happy.
Yes. Yes.
Righty God.
And nobody I know what is now the person who claims them have the proof and don't born here. He gave the chance to come out and prove him wrong. But nobody is prepared to prove the man wrong. They might go and talk him don't born here, which don't make no sense to me.
But if I tell you something, everybody sit on that platform and when they talk about in the banner, whatever, everybody they look on another.
Yeah, but I mean say who have the evidence not coming forward.
Don't jump up. why you think everybody I look for one another? Them I wonder if evidence don't jump up because them they say don't say no banner.
Listen, listen.
The platform.
Listen carefully.
Special shout out to the next member of parliament for this great constituency of Eastern St. Andrew, Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Big up Comrade Patrick Peter King, Comrade Julian Robinson, who are all candidates for the next general election. Big up Sister Beverly Mandy Duncan. Salwa to the movement. All distinguished comrades.
Hold on. Listen.
Workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters.
I go walk too far. Listen.
Yeah, man, I feel the vibes.
Listen carefully.
Energy. I feel the love. Yeah, man, it's nice. Yeah, so nice, man. People, Eastern St. Andrews where I born and grow.
Alright, you say? Eastern St. Andrews where I born and grow.
I wish part in Eastern St. Andrews in born and grow.
I think the Mona area. No, listen.
I'm born in that hospital right there, so. University Hospital.
You saying born?
In born in that hospital, right. That's a university hospital.
Right.
I wonder if they would have allowed the public to get some information. Wonder if the university hospital would have kind enough to give us some information on that man we're born in a university hospital.
Listen again. No, hold on. Listen again.
The road to that hospital named after my father. Golden Avenue. Yeah, man. Carried out to the Sir John Golden Rehab Center. The school beside that center is where Dolian went to school and Michael Phillips too. Hope Valley Experimental School. College Common was there.
Hold on. Listen.
I grew up number 9 College Common.
In same grew up at number 9 College Common.
Where is number 9? What is number 9 College Common?
Good question. In same grew up at number 9 College Common.
I must see what over there. It must be stray animal over number 9 College Common.
So
have to be stray animals.
So I'm saying
this
that.
Man is all lie and deceive.
No, I'm saying that Mark Golin give those the opportunity to say him don't born here to come forward and prove to be a liar, but they refuse to come with the proof.
When he may talk about Julian go to school and Michael, what about himself in the pine pond school over there? So say at the go. We are talking about you.
Well, him say him go Mona Prep and the Campion. Into that earlier.
And grew up at number 9. I'm going to Mr. Thompson, would you be kind enough to look up at number 9 College
yeah, man.
Number 9 College Common for me?
Yeah, man. We're going to do it sometime. I'm going to do a background check. I'll say the owners though is and the persons who say them have the proof saying don't ban here to come and flap him. But they don't want to come forward. They keep on saying no ban here. They have the proof. Me a person tell me say have the proof. But I don't see it. So I can't say it's true because I don't see the proof. I don't see the evidence. I don't see it.
You can't say it's true and you can't say it's lie. So he's hanging in the balance.
Right.
He's hanging in the balance because
Matt Golden did the perfect opportunity.
College Common.
Yeah. That's what he said. You heard it from the man.
And again, the PNP say anything can happen in Jamaica. This is Jamaica where you pay to get where you want. Mm-hmm. That's what they said. And this is Jamaica that we think this privileged man pay to get when you want because it's pure foolish, it's pure tongue time. And
if number 9 College Common. Number 9 College Common.
Number 9 College Common. So and number 9 College Common in St. Andrew. St. Andrew?
Yeah, that's near the UA area, near where UA is, Mona area.
Well, I want to know where is number 9? What is number 9 College Common? What did they? Because
I don't even know. I first say that address. So
foreign animal from abroad.
when you got that address. But as I keep on saying, so I'm repeating myself, that he gave the persons who have doubt the opportunity to flap him. Colossians now says is tell a lie and show the evidence. That's all.
I remember one time when Mark come under pressure. I was grow up here.
I remember that.
I grow up here.
I remember
He
that.
never bother upon you again. He grow up here.
But no,
I am a person that grow up here.
I remember that.
Born number 9 college command. Me want the number 9 because number 9 college command in a mona in a white sound like the foreign animals. Then when you carry them out and let them go. You understand? From me there, I post me here about number 9 college command, and Mark Golden is making the stories as he go along. This mini team band here, so the other mini team band there. So
no man, it was born at Dewey Hospital and grew up at number 9 college command.
9 college command again. All of Mark Golden classmates and his little friends them when grew up with them.
No, him say need some listen some more.
Eastern St. Andrew has been good to me because it gave me Empress. Yeah, man.
No, that's a different story. That's a different story. And
I want to tell you, today was a wonderful tour.
Listen.
We didn't get to go to every part of the constituency, but we went to a lot of places. Starting Jarrett Lane, up to Chambers Lane, round a standpipe. We go down a Hermitage, round Angola, into Augustown, come up to Mona Park.
Augustown.
And here we are in Poppy's Square. I want to pick up all of my brethren who I usually play ball with.
You understand now?
What their name?
Listen.
On the field, which is now the football academy. It's I build that field. Yeah, man, right down beside the Preston Hall and Nettleful Hall right there, sir. Yeah, man. It was a spear bush. I would buy some stone rake and spend months preparing that field. And we used to play ball. All 2 decades we play ball there every weekend. Man from Augustown, man from Hermitage, man from Marlborough. And I fuck up a couple of them today still. In them green shirts in Hermitage. I'm Mr. Wait, are you
the... You know what I'm saying? Some guy who play ball with how many years about them green shirt, but in the end of the calling the name.
Not one name.
He didn't call the name.
Not
that about them
one
green shirts.
Name. They have about a couple of them still and they have them green shirts. Not even one name.
So I'm saying we grew up with about them green shirt. About them green shirt. He didn't call the name.
You used to play ball with them and not even one of them name.
No call no name.
You don't remember?
You don't say no about green shirt.
They have that green shirt. Heal them up, man, because you and them used to play ball together. Mark Golden never play a ball in a Jamaica. He was this privileged pitney where Barna England come here a little bit at time. And then feel to say in mix and mingle with Jamaica pitney them. So they ship him back to England. In Albania, in come here, they carry him come here when him a little boy. And they must hitch him a Mona prep. Or if you want 1 month or so, they just keep him in. Because them believe say him is better than us. So he no mix and mingle with no pitney here, but play ball. Him is this privileged pitney when no mix and mingle with no pitney and no play ball with nobody here. He no play ball with nobody, I no Barney and he no play ball with nobody here. Then thinking they better than Jamaican pitney if you mingle with them. So then take him, they must put him in a Mona school in a 1 class by himself. For a couple months. I don't know what the mother and the father were doing for a couple months. And them ship him, take him out, go put him in the same school where Prince Harry and his brother William go at the school them at Golden go in England.
So
in Albania and he no go to school here. And in the him seeing brethren them in a green church. And you think Andrew Holness would I see for him brethren them our classmates where him no grab them and go meet them and shake their hand and lick up their fist and call their name? When you see Andrew, they all about and you see them and run down and that. Mom, you don't remember me and whatever, I never see one of them say it to Mark Golden. Mark Golden think we are there?
him say no van
Yeah,
green
cool.
shirt, so. No van green shirt, so.
He seen brethren them when man also play ball. He see a couple of them and can't name one. Name one. We're waiting for your name one.
Well, no van green shirt, so.
Oh, so true
Look
them
I say,
and green shirt.
him
You can't
call
name
him,
them.
him call him. Him call him.
Call which
Say,
name?
man, not wrong. Make your money here, sir. That's all the right thing, Anyway, people.
No, he didn't call any name.
Call which name? Mark Golden don't know when not even one of them. Let me tell you something. The only two names Mark Golden know in Jamaica is Peter Bunting
And Chris Deering.
and
Chris Deering.
and Chris Deering. That's the only two names he know. He don't know no other name because he means this Mark Golden never no chat to people. He no grow ya, he no born ya, he no mingle with Jamaican. He no chat to people. He had this privileged tapanaris where his mother and his father thinking better off than people until this day. Look how we look down on people.
Well, you know what I find odd? I said earlier, if I was listening to the program earlier, about I was talking to some comrades earlier. And I said to them that the 2016 elections in Jamaica, the JLP did not beat the PNP. The PNP beat themselves.
Yes.
Why? Because they stole their campaign money.
They team up them one another campaign.
So I said, go on the net and find the story. They went on the phones and find the story. And to my shock, the comments them say, I should make an issue. No, it shouldn't be a big issue because they did not.
A thief from thief.
No, they did not steal taxpayers' money.
Wow.
I find that that's shocking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I saw them stay.
No, then I said to them, no, you're the same comrades who accuse Andrew Holness and Tufton of stealing donation and get from friends towards COVID. So it is not without proof. No proof. So I'm saying that
after the money with them thief have
proof. So I'm something that it is okay then for PNP to steal your campaign funds, not taxpayers' money. But it is not okay for Andrew and Tufton to thief out the COVID money. It's also not taxpayers' fund. Them couldn't answer.
Because guess what happened? Until this day, then get up and talking about thief
COVID money.
Come up, and that is what, and they are not comrades. They are comrades and risers.
The
comrades them hack with sense.
No,
I tell hear them with them bullshit. Are comrades and risers them.
Me say I find it so odd that the two identical crime. It is wrong for the JLP, but right for the PNP. Yes. I was kind of, and then I realized I started into mental behavior. Or it's a mental issue.
Yeah, man.
It's a mental issue.
Them are 6 and a half dozen, they can only account.
It's a mental issue. The evidence in your face that the PNP stole their own campaign funds. That is that the allegation is real, right?
It's facts.
And they're going to say, boy, I shouldn't make that big issue because they did not steal taxpayer money.
Them and Crawford talk one thing and not true. Them and Crawford said they only risers only look out at them bad guy and not true.
And then
you
the
only look through them bad guy.
How can you say something like that?
Want me to tell you something? Watch the pre. You notice them a sidetrack there, man. Look if you see them man out much with them.
Them is a PNP, not a riser.
One PNP. And guess what?
It's a PNP, not a riser. So, and that's him and Parwell and Philip Parwell too.
Yes.
Those are PNP,
right now.
not risers.
And they are on their edge. They are on the edge because they know say after the political backsliding, the people them go and call upon Damien to be president, and they know Damien go on a podcast the other day and say he want to be president.
Yeah.
Yes. And there is no joker, no if but or maybe so. Damien want to rule the party. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So then take time and make sure keep him low, then push him up front. Then I push him up front. That's why Dan Anderson tie in at the pole and said, and they way down. When he asked, when Dan Anderson tell us, the question was named for
I remember.
government minister and for
Opposition.
Yeah. Right? And if then did set the name for opposition spokesperson, Lisa Anna would not come in it. Really pray. Because Lisa Anna is not a spokesperson. They would have looked at you. I'm going to tell you, say no. When them are play the game, they member and they member and focus on where them are do. Because if you opposition spokesperson, you would not put Lisa in a hit. Come on now. Looking at the matter. You wouldn't put Lisa because Lisa is not a spokesperson. So
she no longer
if you notice Lisa coming out because they said then Keki give Angela Brownberg can put herself together.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's the foreign affairs spokesperson.
God Almighty, me said the very thing you think of Angela Brownberg as foreign affairs minister, you run up and push your head somewhere and hide.
And again to
Angela Brownberg cannot even. Why it would be disaster? Believe me.
And again to I heard me Mr. Golden about this rent to own thing. And that to me is not going to work. Cause look here now.
No, but it's not.
Look here now. One key thing when keep an overlook. When them say you don't have to prove your source of income. That's a problem.
Yeah. But no, but tell me where that can go. You know, see the man take people for either.
That's a problem. How can you?
You know, see the man take people for either. You
yeah.
remember Operation Pride?
Yeah, man. All them keep on saying that you live in the house, you pay the rent for 6 months, and qualify now to start pay mortgage after about 6 months. That means
that is the catch.
No,
that is the catch they can fool people
but look here now. The bigger picture me and the point you not realize. Suppose me is a scammer. And me can say, me a rent now up, me can pay a $20,000 a month for rent. I mean a scammer.
Exactly.
Me just scam some money, pay rent for 6 months, and become the also owner, and me earn the money, although me a criminal.
But nothing can go so because guess what happened?
That is rubbish.
And him can't talk anything when they talk because I know so he go in at the NHT and him can't let go in at the NHT go put in those policies.
But you don't have to prove your source of income. That is madness.
A foolishness in the talk and take people. Me say the man believe in this cunning, lie and tricky behavior. That's in things they can just come and just take and just steal to everybody idea.
Must come first, and the people must have access to beaches in this country.
You're not holding with them by every beachfront and like everybody talking about beach.
That we're building as a tenant.
Listen.
And if you can show that you're through making the monthly payments equivalent to, so you're going to get a more affordable house. So when you buy,
listen, spot now.
The day you buy that house, you'll be a richer person because you'll own the land. That is part of that house.
So the house and the land free.
Yes, man, the house and the land free.
Struggling to buy a house because they don't know how you're going to afford the deposit. If you've been in the NHT for 2 years, we are going to.
But listen when they bite up him out now. Listen to the rubbish them when they talk and they bite up him out. Not when they chat, not even sound convincing.
This part now, this part, listen this part now, listen spot, rent to own, listen spot.
The rent to own plan is this: if you can't prove your income.
You know the part there? If you can't prove your income.
Yes.
You can't prove your income, you can't get a house. That means you can't be a criminal and get a house because I have to prove earn the money.
Right. You don't have to prove not just come.
Just pay rent for 6 months and you get and become the start pay market, that's your house.
Yes, man. I wish part that.
That means all criminal can't get house then.
No, but again, this is not how the NHT run.
No.
And I saw the NHT run, so I don't understand him. And I don't think I saw him run in England. I'm not thinking of Bahamas when
build a scheme.
Build the scheme. Me not think I saw him running either.
You can't get a house without proof how you earn your money, how you earn the income. I mean, you can't be a criminal, you can't be a scammer, you can't be a gunman, you can't be a hitman.
Anything.
You can't be anything. Yes. You can't be a drug smuggler. Just pay rent for 6 months and it's your house.
Mark Golding say he love Jamaica so much, but he didn't build a scheme at Jamaica. He
Definitely.
go Bahamas, go build it. He say he love Jamaica so much, but he tell the Integrity Commission saying don't want not even a house in
Don't know how
Jamaica.
you going to afford the deposit if you've been in the NHT for 2 years.
Right?
Listen
We
again.
are going to establish a
Listen
fund
again.
within
Because
the
listen
NHT
again.
that will provide you with free grant.
God, this is real. It's not any AI. This is real. That's not AI voice generated content.
Because I don't nobody now listening.
The rent-to-own plan is this. If you can't prove your income because you don't get a formal pay slip, you might be hustling for yourself. You might have your little business. Or you might be working for somebody, but they're not a big employer. They don't have no big accounting department for generating a pay slip. So you can't show your income. We will say, hey, you can go into the house, the NHT house that we're building, as a tenant. And if you can show that you're through making the monthly payments equivalent to the mortgage, after a short period of time, we're thinking of 6 months, we'll say, yeah, that proves your income. You don't need a pay slip. You can get the mortgage and you can step up from being a tenant to being an owner.
No, sir.
So any criminal can get house then. Any criminal.
Yeah, man, this one.
You don't have to
man,
prove
this
the
one-
income. Or you earn. You have to prove you
This
earn the
one.
money. That make no sense.
This one crowd. It one crowd, man. This one crowd. And I ask you again, Mr. I ask you again, Mr. Who is Mark Golding's advisor?
I don't think of that advisor. That was in Gate and Campbell and Bunting.
So you just pack up something, but
Yeah, but I want them properly thought. I want them properly thought about this before them come public. Him really still don't think about this? Before go public with this?
No, man, just take up them banger, them something and go dash them out and I hope they stick. Because guess what happened?
Well,
You
before I cut you, I was told that this idea was rejected by NHT in 2017, but I can't find a report.
Yes.
I can't find a report.
I think I see it someplace and
it was rejected by NHT in 2017.
It's someplace about some May 2017.
I swear I can't find the details. Okay, look, I can't find the details. So it was rejected then. Why push it now?
It was rejected in 2017. And anytime it comes, it is still going to reject. You know the good thing about that, me glad say, he can only stand on the side and talking back of foolishness because the NHT no run nowhere like a hoe in the top. So he can only stand on the side and just chat one bag of nonsense.
You can go to NHT without proof of your earned income and get a house?
Yeah, man, because so all of them people we have pay NHT mortgage for how long? Them all just did it and then you just come in without no proof of income or anything and you get house. But what is that this?
No, it better in it say, alright, somebody work on it, say your friend of a wholesale way. It's not a registered business, but I'm gonna do a thing at a wholesale. Me employ you and give you money. At least he can get a letter say why you work for him, I get X amount per week or month.
No man,
that make more sense.
I understand what you say.
That make more sense.
Making buggle up with the rubbish is them see where I say.
I make a JP or a police sign it. That make more sense. Because the man can't show a payslip, so boy, I can't show a payslip, but your friend of a wholesaler work there. Get it to say, boy, yes, I employ this man informally and yeah. At least you have something on record. This is why the man earn X amount because the man who pay him can verify it.
Yes, that touches on. They say, I keep asking you again, and I don't want somebody to tell you. Find out from one of the cameras. Who is his advisor?
He don't have any advisor. He don't have any. Just him, Nathan Campbell, and Bunting. No advisor.
Oh, so you just pack up something and
yeah.
You just have them a fling.
As I said before,
I never.
He make up things on the platform.
As in go along. Yes, as in go along, he make up things.
The same way our DJ. The same way our DJ that make up a lyrics on stage. I see the same thing.
I know that Nandis must still have Paula put up. I never said this yet. 3 weeks now that Nandis put up a piece Paula come out. So as they go along, then just a make up, then just a build story go along.
Yeah.
Then just a make up and put in.
And
anything that sound sexy, then just make up and put in and just go along. I said, boy, this is it. Anyhow, we just a throw out everything. Something must stick. We don't tap until election. Yeah.
It's one thing I stick. It's one thing I
Anything.
stick for them. What they say? Get rid of broker. That stick.
Yeah,
That stick.
That stick.
Yeah, it stick.
Oh.
But again, you can't fool young people again.
I was just going to say to you, say, guess what happened? Them believe, say, the type of voters them back in the 70s and the 80s, they are the same type of voters now.
No.
They're not there again.
Different
voters.
voters.
You know, look, because, no. Them a type of voter, you are sensible voter where them a question you. You see, all the when they put out, me I expect the media, the journalists, them to dig and go down. And dig into them, how are you going to fund these things that you're talking about?
I asked the question to about the housing thing. You give grant. Look here now. Him know say early him know, but him start him can earlier before this, he said that
yes.
Youths between youths under 35, there'll be a grant of $1 billion to give youths.
You noticing copy? You noticing cut out that?
No, in the long I said $1 billion again. Because I realize say it's rubbish. Because if it is because
they back him up on 10 on the 2,000 somebody that can.
Alright, okay. because Jamaica have about 116,000 youths under 35. And if you divide the 1 billion into 500,000, you get about 2,000. So that can't be a plan. That cannot be a plan.
No man, when he have the push up one, then back him up and say, no man, this is 2,000, this is 2,000.
Same stop. Say him can adjust it now. And stop saying
it. No man, he unload that off a road.
I realize him talk about a foolishness. I can adjust it now.
You may go that road, man, and grab one next one and whatever that and you're going to get place without no money. You don't have to prove no income. So if journalists tackling with this one and tell him to explain how this will work and he find out, so then juke him in a one corner. He'll let it go. You remember when he said he more raise income threshold to 3 million?
Yeah. It's threshold.
And when they back him up, yes, and when they ask him up, when they don't find him and say if he explain how he more do it, he never tap that till he let it go.
And go to Parliament for the budget debate and go with a manifesto. We hear that.
Yes, man. so he got the manifesto in a Parliament already, so he don't have to build one different one.
So probably
he better beg I help him.
So probably repeat the same one next year.
Yes, man. The man is a sick soul. I mean, while him did with him bag of damn foolishness. Last night he must have went in a center in the day. So in carry the whole center and in carry everywhere in a center and come and back up there. Same keep rally and in blood and fire and in the talk about media house we're sympathetic to JLP. And again, there is no liquid diplomacy in a Mark Golding. There is certain things where you don't hear, you know, if you even you have to go on platform that throw word pan journalists. Yeah, throw word pan this. You they fling word yeah so and you they go on. Come on, everybody. You want as long as you know say what I must say. I'm coming to you.
And the people don't understand. Alright. They bash Cliff Hughes. Maybe I think about Cliff Hughes. 1974. When Michael Mann say
yes.
Socialism. The Gleaner then, the editor called what was Hector Winter. Did a bash Michael Manley and socialism.
Yes.
I know who defend Manley and that socialism back then, a young Cliff Hughes.
Cliff Hughes, yes.
Who them call Labour right now. The same Cliff Hughes that defend Michael Manley that then, 74. The same Cliff Hughes who them cuss right now.
I want him to respect about Cliff Hughes. Him I got tell you as it is.
Right.
Whether you want to like it or not. And that's what I love about Cliff Hughes. Whether Labour right or PNP, Cliff Hughes has say it as they see it.
The same Cliff Hughes. What about bash? I call him in Labour right.
Standard principle. Because what they want Cliff Hughes to do is hide them bullshit where them are going with and put one plaster over it and say, yes man, you are going good.
They're not doing it.
Cliff Hughes true to himself and
Right.
his work. And that's why sometimes you wonder what is taking place at the Gleaner. But again, I think Matalan have something to do with the Gleaner. Matalan come out and fully endorse Mark Golding.
Yeah.
Because I guess Matalan must be British too.
I have to check and verify.
But if whether I'm a British or not, me know I'm a Tapanaris.
Yeah, Tapanaris.
And Mark Golding say he want win, he want run the country within Tapanaris them around him. So when he have a Tapanaris around him,
yeah.
yes, I'm setting Tapanaris. So if you're not Tapanaris in a film government, damn you're support. You have to be Tapanaris. So all poor me, we a bottom Naris. You don't know how me that manage.
It'll be a Tapanaris to be a part of Mark Golding.
You have to be a Tapanaris in a circle. Part of him in a circle.
Wow.
And
yeah.
I don't know how this should go because the way how him see us and take Tapanaris them round him, you know. Him say if he even in tell them in a sentence say if he in a yes. Say if he even in a sentence you say if they even figure dig up Duppy, dig them up. Because him want them to walk with him go to Garden Town.
Garden Town. Not Garden Town.
Yeah, Garden Town.
All right, so.
Right?
All right, so we have been about 2 hours now, so I think we're gonna come to a close now. Any closing comment before we wrap up this live broadcast?
You know, my closing comment is I just want the election come and get over with.
And may the better party win.
And may the better. No. I want the election come and get over with. And I am saying, this is my first time voting and I'm choosing Jamaica. And when me look, there is 2 parties out there and I have to choose the better evil. I would not want to sit and look and see a PNP because it's not that it's not PNP.
Rise.
It is risers, and there's no, to me, the only thing where the risers them believe in are Tapanaris and tax. Right?
Yeah.
Tapanaris and tax. We can't see the country pan apart and then you would all sit down and play careless and push it back. No. Me not see Mark Golding in a nowhere where you just say there is any plans or any principle or anything where you just say, boy, this is it, and we don't really like because this is continuity and we don't go. No. If you not say what him say, him not in a you, him talk the most things, and him just carry on and when no blood and fire, I get wicked pan them. We no, them the type of leader enough. Him need to go along down in the Middle East or some place. I mean, the better party win. What I would say to Jamaica is choose wisely. Choose Jamaica. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Wow. All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm on the fence. All right. So, thanks for your input as usual.
Yes, I am on the fence. I'm coming off because I'm not blind, and I will come off and wait. I mean, no say my people them they are PNP. I mean, when not voting.
Wow. So sad. All right. So
because he will not vote for risers.
All right. So it's JLP against risers, not PNP.
Yes, it is JLP against the risers, Tapanaris.
And that's going to be a big problem now, going forward for the People's National Party into the elections.
The People's National Party is not in the race.
They're in the race.
They're in the race. Is not in the race.
They're in the race on paper, but in practicality, it is risers.
But it is the JLP, the Jamaica Labour Party, against the risers, Tapanaris Party.
All right, so we are going down. So thanks for your input as per usual. And all those who log on and watch us, thanks for you being a part of it. And those who commented earlier, thanks for coming on. And please share with your friends, because we're here not to take sides. We just give the truth and give us it again. Those who say Mark Golding don't want here, prove it. And that say the man here, I don't want here. Just want to see the proof before I can say yes or no.
In the
That's it. That's your review again. And I can't,
Okay.
I'm not against your view, you know. But from my personal perspective, I want to see the evidence.
Yes. No, man.
I'm not
And
against
people
your view.
lie too much, man. We can't have an opposition leader with so damn lie. Not true. Not no time out. So in their mouth bigger so in lie. We can't bother with him, man. Tired of him. The behavior.
All right, yeah, man. All the best to you
All right.
again,
Yes.
and
All
again,
right.
thanks for being
Yeah, man.
a
All
part
right.
of the
Yes.
program as per usual.
Yeah.
All right, and we have come down to the end of today's broadcast here. I'll be talking politics again. And hope you enjoyed today's show. I'm those persons who gave comment earlier. Thanks for being on the program. And please share this with all the persons, all the comrades and all the GLP and all the those on the fence and committed. Because on this show we don't take sides. And again, I said at the top of the program, I'm not defending Mark Golding. But I'm saying that the persons who are saying that he don't born here, come with the evidence or shut up. Just simple as that. Prove it or shut up. That's all I'm saying. All right. So until then, have yourselves a wonderful day and join us again and again. Well, tomorrow we look at the track and field meet in Jamaica, the trials. Track and field is on in Jamaica now to take Jamaica team to the games in the World Championships, and it should a last hurrah for Jamaica. So have yourselves a wonderful day and thanks for your company. And so long until we meet again. Bye bye for now.